guys, this is Andrew. I'm here with Georgie from Headspace.
Hello.
We're in the tribute office. We just did an interview for their amazing podcast, which you guys should all check out. So before we let her go, I wanted to get Georgie on the gratitude interview series where we give everyone an opportunity not to talk about themselves, but to talk about the people who've had a transformative impact on their lives. So Georgie, I just wanted to start by asking you one question, and that is, how do you answer the question, what do you do?
I say currently I make a podcast for Headspace that is all about inspiring a healthier and happier world.
Very cool. And why do you do it?
I do it because I was working in television, and that was fun. I was interviewing pop stars and movie stars and sort of flying all around the world. And through various reasons that sort of fell apart for a moment, and I started to question the things that were important to me, the sort of stuff I actually wanted to be working on, and this Headspace role came about for various reasons, and now I get to ask the questions I really want to ask. I get to speak to people that, you know, in my life have been so inspiring and so interesting, and share that with potentially the world or whoever wants to listen. So that's a cool job.
I love that. And so we're going to do abbreviated gratitude interviews. So we're going to do 3 different verticals. We're going to do personal, professional, and familial.
Okay.
And so the first question that I want to ask is, who is a friend who is like one of the most contributing factors to you being who you are? So who is a friend that has basically made you who you are today, and what is about them that has contributed to that?
It's funny because as you were asking that question, these people popping into my mind, and I actually just on the way here was in a group chat with all my best friends from the UK, so they're sort of all in there. But I think I would have to say my friend Matthew Phillips from the UK. We became friends in our first year at university, and we did a radio show together called the Matt and Georgie Evening Show, creatively, imaginatively. And then we were in a band together after university, and he's still making music, and he's living in Germany now, working for a climate change organization and making music. And he is just whenever I have an idea or a creative thing I want to be part of or explore, he is the person that I call, and he's either really encouraging or he wants to do it with me, or we'll just chat about it, whether it's making a podcast together or doing a radio show again, or when we're in the band. And he's so encouraging of all these creative sort of channels that I have, that I need that encouragement to say you're good at that, you can do that. So yeah, I think he would be the one.
And Matt, so if you knew Matt was going to see this, what would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say, Matt, I'm so sorry that you just had your front tooth knocked out playing squash, which is why we're all talking today. But secondly, thank you so much for being such a constantly encouraging and inspiring, wonderfully creative human being. I'm very, very lucky to have you in my life.
All right. I love that. So moving on to professional, I would love to know who has been one of the foremost mentors in your professional life, who has really helped to either give you a big break professionally or who has helped your professional growth.
I think I really have to credit this one to Andy Puddicombe, who is one of the co-founders of Headspace, who, as I was telling you before our interview, I was living here in New York and sort of struggling with things not quite going the way I had planned in the sort of television world, and I met with Andy and Rich, the other co-founder of Headspace, and they just, they just had enough belief in me that they were come to Venice in California and work on this thing with us, and we don't know what shape that will take yet, but we believe in you, and we're going to bring you over there, and we're going to help you. And that's incredible, having that faith in someone that they can sort of reorganize their life a little bit and get themselves together. I have to credit both of them for a lot.
So if you knew Andy was going to say this, what would you say to him?
I think Andy already knows how grateful I am, but thank you for the opportunity to create the podcast that we just recorded for us all out of nowhere, and for having faith in me when I really didn't feel like people did. It was a huge boost to my confidence. I'm very grateful.
I love that. If you
It's
guys
making me feel like I'm gonna cry.
It's the power of gratitude, right? It makes it's important to bring it all up, right? So next, if we haven't cried yet, this might be the one that does it. But it's important to give credit where credit is due, and that is with the people who started it all, our family. So I'd love if you could share one of the most important lessons you've learned from either an individual parent or a family member who's really had a massive impact on your life.
Yeah.
And tell us what that was.
It's hard, isn't it, like to separate family members from family members, because as a unit they're wonderful. I mean, I think it's like, you know, it's got to be my mom, which I'm sure is where a lot of people go with this, but bless my poor mother. She has like weathered the storm with me through like career changes, and I'm going to move to New York, and I'm going to move to LA, and I'm constantly moving farther and farther away from home. But she just like gets it. It is amazing, you know, you sort of grow up thinking your parents are like superhumans and they have it all figured out, and then you get a little bit older and you see that, you know, they don't exactly, and there are certain things where they struggle too, but like at the end of the day, like I'm nearly 30 now, and still like I'll call my mom when I'm like all flustered and stressed about something, and she just like, she knows what to say, and she like always has the wisest advice. And sometimes it is really annoying because she's right, and I want her to just agree with me and not say the thing that is right. But my mom is always right, and she has, like I say, weathered the storm with me. We've made sort of crazy decisions and moves around the globe. And I'm eternally grateful. I don't tell her enough. I don't call her enough.
So what would you want to tell her if you knew that she was going to see us?
Oh my God. I would just say, Mom, I love you very much. Thank you for putting up with me, for supporting me, and for always being right, even though I will often deny it. So thank you.
You guys, this was Georgie with Headspace. If you guys had to get a chance, make sure to check out that podcast. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. Headspace.com/radio.
There you go.